Good morning. It's Tuesday, and I want to talk to you today. Let me get my hair out of the way from my microphone. What I want to talk to you about today is the big F word, forgiveness. This one is really the easiest thing and the hardest thing all at the same time. I know that seems really strange, but that's just, at least for me, that's one of those really tough and yet really easy things to do. Here's what I mean. At times, it is so easy to forgive people. Especially, maybe you're in the beginning of a relationship and those little things we just kind of ignore. We just push them aside. They're no big deal. We let them go. We just don't make a big issue about them. And we forgive. Maybe it is a big deal and you have a conversation and people apologize and you forgive very easily. And then over time, and as years go by, whether it's those same things or something completely different, even in that same relationship, years go by and now it's really hard to forgive. Every little thing becomes a tally. Something else that's hurt your feelings or offended you or brought you some kind of pain. And you keep track of those things. So today I want to encourage you to kind of go back to that beginning mindset, to allow each other to have your differences and opinions, to allow each other to have some forgiveness, and to truly forgive. Here I'm saying each other as if it's both of you. You can only control you. But to truly give that person a little bit of wiggle room. Now, not to the extent that you're going to be treated unfairly or poorly or whatever, but within reason as those things go. Just pay attention, do a quick check-in. Are you intentionally keeping that person out? Are you intentionally not forgiving that person because, if he won't forgive me, I won't forgive him. Or if he's going to keep doing this, I'm going to keep doing this, whatever. Think about that. There's another thing I want you to think about with forgiveness as well. This one for me, it's easier for me to forgive people, to forgive, especially a significant other. I can forgive almost anything, not everything, but almost. I have a lot of, I don't know, for me, that is one area where I probably forgive too much. And then I have other relationships where once you piss me off, you're done, you're gone. And there's no room for reconciliation. I just don't care. You don't get to be in my life. And that's okay too. But I can't carry that. I can't carry a grudge because what that does is it totally tanks my spirit. But what I want for you to think about today is forgiving yourself. That one for me is the hardest part. I can forgive others for their wrongs towards me, especially if they're my perceived wrongs. However, I have a very high level of expectation for me. I expect a lot of myself in the way I treat others, in the things I do for other people, the way I treat myself, the way I think, the thoughts going on in my head. I have a really high expectation. And when I fail to meet that expectation, I am very, very hard on myself. So I want to have you think about that. Are you the same way? Do you really, are you your own worst critic? Can you use that to turn it to a positive? Can you recognize the things that you're doing that you don't want to do anymore, that you want to do better? And can you put those into action? But can you forgive yourself for being that person? You can, and you need to, because it's going to help you progress as you continue to go through life. If you can forgive yourself and be a better version of you, all of your relationships, your job performance, everything is going to improve. But if you're going to hold grudges and beat the hell out of yourself over some things that you have done, then your life is going to take a completely different path. And instead of moving up towards success, you're going to move towards failure because you're constantly beating yourself up. So I want you to think about that today. Forgive others, but forgive yourself. And, remember, one of the favorite things that I like to run through my head is, and that's okay. One of my good friends, when I was going through some things, I was kind of talking with her about this, that, and the other. And I would say something and she'd say, and that's okay. And I love the way that she said it, and I love to be able to throw that into my head whenever I'm having those difficult moments, or even sometimes where I'm being super hard on myself, to remember this is who I am, and that's okay. How can I treat people better based on myself, my experiences, the lessons that I've learned? So forgive yourself. It's okay. You're okay. It's okay to be who you are. But just remember those two things today. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Hey, Andrew. I'm so glad you're here. I have friends. Yay. See you guys.